Filmmaker Rodriguez. Health activist Maria Gomez. Scientist Dr. Vladimir Alvarado. Historian Pedro Martinez. Maestro Arturo Sandoval. The White House Initiative on Educational Excellence for Hispanics. And legendary vocalist Ana Gabriel.
The Hispanic Heritage Awards were established by the White House in 1987 by President Ronald Reagan to commemorate the creation of Hispanic Heritage Month in the United States. Since that time, the Hispanic Heritage Awards are considered among the highest honors for Hispanics by Hispanics. Past honorees have included Rita Moreno, Placido Domingo, Antonio Banderas, Tito Puente the musician, Anthony Quinn, Gloria Estefan, Martin Sheen, Oscar De La Renta, Andy Garcia, and so many others. Check out this video.
What's up, mi gente? This is J.W. Cortes, and this is Inside Look Magazine. No te lo pierdas y no te muevas. Coming right at you.
¿Qué tal, amigos de Inside Look TV Magazine? Soy Ana Gabriel. Les mando un saludo, un abrazo muy fuerte. Cuídense mucho.
Woohoo! This is Rita Moreno for Inside Look TV. Woohoo!
What's up, guys? It's your girl Becky G, and you are watching Inside Look TV Magazine.
So, I would like to ask you, what do you think it's so important for us as Hispanics to celebrate our heritage in the United States?
Well, number one, we've been here for a really long time, and not only have we been here, but we've contributed so much to this wonderful country. We're firefighters, we're police officers, we're teachers, we're business owners, we're combat veterans. We've given so much to this country, and so to celebrate that participation in a way like tonight is definitely due. It's the right thing to do, and I think that hopefully what we can do is use this as a platform to further inspire the youth and let them know that, hey, you too can be where we're at today.
Who's actually your role model and why?
My biggest role model for me was my parents. My parents, mommy, papi, always on top of me, making sure that I did the right thing. And they were like my moral compass, you know, keeping me always in check with what was the right thing to do, which always isn't the easiest thing to do, right? But I would say they are the ones who instrumentally have led me to where I am today.
Tell me a little bit more about you and what projects you have for the future.
Currently, I am originating a role on a big TV show called Gotham, where I play Detective Carlos Alvarez, part of the GCPD. I'm the first human to play Alvarez. He's a comic book character. So my hope, my goal is to continue working on the show as much as I possibly can, but use it as a platform. Being a DC comic book universe character, we need to show more diversity in comics. Let the superheroes also be Latino.
Permítame preguntarle, ¿por qué usted cree que es importante como hispanos acá en Estados Unidos nosotros celebrar nuestro background, nuestro heritage?
Es importante porque yo creo que si no nos conocemos como comunidad, si no sabemos nuestras raíces hondamente, si no nos entendemos de dónde llegamos, no podemos en realidad apreciar lo que este país tiene y dar y enseñar y prestar dar a conocer a nuestra comunidad. Es importante eso, y el lenguaje, la cultura, todo esto es bien importante para nuestra comunidad, porque verdad que salir de nuestros países y perder nuestras raíces para llegar aquí, para aprender, eso no vale la pena, ¿verdad? Mejor que nos quedemos allá, ¿verdad? Entonces yo creo que esto es importantísimo y hoy este premio y esta función hoy es en realidad diciendo que tenemos mucha gente en nuestra comunidad que ha dado tanto, que sirve a nuestra comunidad y que nos da el calor y todo lo que necesitamos para seguir adelante en este país.
of the things I always loved about America is that they always allow to this amazing melting pot of people from different parts of the world to really celebrate their identity. I became a citizen a year ago, and in the speech that the immigration officer gave us, they told us, we want you to celebrate America and to honor the Constitution and honor the flag, but we also want you to honor America, bringing who you are with you. So it's great that the Latinos, we can be celebrating like the Hispanic Heritage Month, and as well many other groups, religious groups or other ethnicities. So this is what I love about America, that we can be proud Americans, and at the same time we are giving this amazing freedom to also bring who we are. So it's great that this month we are celebrating the Hispanic Heritage Month, and that we can again claim how proud we are where we live and where we belong, but also how proud we are of where we may be coming from. Well, born in America, or well, like me that just came from Spain, or people that just came from Mexico or Argentina or other parts in Latin America. So that's a beautiful thing about the United States.
Who do you think is a person that actually has a lot of influence in your career?
Well, we all, since I was very, very young, obviously I'm a cook because my father always planted the seed and the love of cooking in me. But then I had a great mentor, Ferran Adria, that probably without a doubt is the best chef of the century, who very much single-handed was the one that taught me when I was very young almost everything I know, and who told me that take risk, don't settle for the tradition, always move forward and always challenge anything out there and be you. And I've always done that, and so far has worked.
Why do you think that for us as Hispanics it's so important to celebrate our heritage in the United States?
Well, I think, we're still outsiders. We're considered outsiders. And I think it's very important that we celebrate ourselves. And that's why I think Hispanic heritage is so important. It's very important that we constantly make people aware of our existence and the richness that we bring to this country.
Of course. Let me ask you, who was your biggest influence? Who has been a role model in your career?
I didn't have a role model. When I was a little girl, there were no role models. Remember, I'm 83. When I was in Hollywood at the time, there were no Hispanic people.
Hi, how are you? Great, thank you. Why do you think that for us as Latinos, it's so important to celebrate our heritage in the States?
Well, I mean, for me, it's always a great reminder every year because I'm always trying to accomplish something for the Hispanic community. And every year you can kind of go, where were we last year and how far have we come? Have we made a lot of progress? We've made a lot of progress because I've been running up inside, here, talking to the congressman and people who always supported the network. And glad to tell them, look, we're in 40 million homes now. We're already putting so many Latinos in front and behind the camera on our shows, where it's 2 or 4% Hispanic on primetime normal television in this country. On ours, it's 60 to 70%. I mean, we really show that it can be done, so that I can go to Hollywood and say, hey, imitate this model. It's not that hard. So we're really happy with what we've been accomplishing, but also that the audience is enjoying it. And it's entertainment first. I've always tried to entertain first and then put a message in. Because if you go just with a message, nobody will show up. And they always say in filmmaking, if you want to send a message, use Western Union. Don't use the media to try to get it across.
Of course. Who's your role model and why?
Who's my role model? Oh my gosh, I've had so many great mentors coming in. You learn something from everybody. I always try to think of myself as a student, and that's why I try to learn something new. That's why I took on a network when I already had a film career, just so I can learn more. It helps you to just well-round yourself, to just take on get as much information about anything as possible, and always consider yourself a student. Good thing about that is when you screw up, you can go, hey, I'm just a student, I don't know anything.
us as Hispanics, it's so important for us to celebrate our culture in the United States?
I feel like it's so important because, you know, for me, my abuelitos son de Mexico, so they crossed over here for their version of the American dream. But one thing that hasn't left our family tree is, you know, what is it called? The traits that us Latinos have, being passionate, being dedicated and hardworking. And that runs in the family, it runs in our blood. And I think that's important to embrace and show that off, you know. And also as Latinas, you know, not only do we have good looks, but we're feisty and we're, you know, we know what we want and we go for it. And I think that's really awesome.
What do you like best about your heritage?
La comida.
La comida.
Of course, the food. I love food. So I would say the food, definitely, for sure.
So what are your plans for the future? What comes next for Becky G?
Well, I just got back from touring Canada for the very first time, and actually on Monday I leave for tour again. I'm going to be touring with my buddy J Balvin. It starts next week, so it's going to be crazy. I'm super excited. I love touring, and then my newest single, Break a Sweat, just came out, and tomorrow I actually fly back to LA to shoot the music video. And yeah, that's basically it. You know, I guess we'll see what else the man upstairs got in store for me.
¿Me podrías decir por qué es tan importante para nosotros como latinos celebrar nuestra cultura en los Estados Unidos?
Porque somos una gran mayoría de hispanos y debemos de sentirnos seguros de lo que somos, porque somos una raza valiente, por eso nada más, y porque no tenemos de qué preocuparnos, venimos a salir adelante y lo hemos logrado, muchos lo hemos logrado, y aquellos que no han logrado todavía tener sus documentos, que no desesperen, que cuando Dios mueva su piececita, va a suceder, que tengan mucha confianza en los hispanos en este país.
What a delightful night we had. We enjoyed performances by Rita Moreno, Lila Downs, Arturo Sandoval, Ana Gabriel, Gabby Moreno, Becky G, and opera singer Carla Dirkloff, who sang the national anthem. The Hispanic Heritage Foundation is a nonprofit focused on assisting a Latino to help hundreds more through a unique cycle of leadership built on a high-profile, year-round continuum of sustainable programs. And those programs include the Hispanic Heritage Youth Awards, Latinos on Fast Track. The HHF also promotes cultural pride, accomplishment, and the great promise of the community through public awareness campaigns that are seen by millions. Well, that's it for tonight. Look for Inside Look TV online and social media. For now, I'm your host, Jane Ruby. I'll be looking for you next time.
Contraste y a merced de tus